Hey, beautiful people, it's Lady Love checking in. And so, yeah, we left the gym, got our workout in, came to Dunkin' to get our drinks. And Janice is with me. There's Janice. Hello. Janice said, hey, beautiful people. So I have my usual, the iced decaf Americano. I have pumpkin spice flavor this time. You know, most times I get caramel. 2 Splendors and half and half cream. So we are about to head home, and I'm gonna be cooking some turkey meatballs, some potatoes, and I don't know, we have to see what else. We have to see. So listen, I'm on my way home, and then we're gonna start cooking, okay? Hey, beautiful people, it's Lady Love checking back in. And so listen, we home. So of course, you know, the wig had to come off right away. I usually take my wig off as soon as I walk in the door. One of the first things I do when I walk in the door. Anyway, we cooking now. We getting ready to get these turkey meatballs popping. Here we go. And so here we have 2 pounds of ground turkey and 1 pound of ground beef. I have here some onions diced, some green peppers diced, and some green onions diced. We have some minced garlic here. Then we got a pack of onion mushroom recipe soup and dip mix. We're going to use a full one of that and a half pack of the onion recipe. This is some from what I had left from another half I've used from using 1.5, because I usually use 1.5 like in meatloaf and meatballs. And so I'm going to use my gloves because it's just easier on me and my hands and my fingers. I could take the ring off, but I just find using the gloves to be so much more useful. Got an extra one. And so first we're just gonna mix the meat up, get it all mixed in together. And I'm gonna drain off this excess liquid, this excess blood here. So here we go. So to all my Jesus girl people, to all my Lady Love life people, thank you for joining, thank you for watching. We're making some turkey meatballs here. Then I'm gonna grab some potatoes, cut them up, dice them up. We'll probably boil them first, or I could dice them up first. Yeah, we'll see. Could do them a couple of different ways. I learned one way from HelloFresh. So I'm just going to throw the mixture of the green onions, green peppers, and the white onions, or Vidalia onions. And then, let's get this in here. I'm just going to scoop all this out. Just going to use the rest of this. This is about a teaspoonful. Might have to get another one. Bought one yesterday. Yeah, that's not going to be enough. I normally use a spoon, y'all, when it's, you know, but because it was at the end, that's why I'm doing it this way. So let me grab a spoon real fast. So I got a spoon and I got some more. So I just put another teaspoon and a little more in there to just give it the full 2 tablespoons. It's usually about how much I use. Now this minced garlic just want to be everywhere. So that's that. Give it a little mix. We're going to pour the onion soup mix in. And we're going to put the onion mushroom soup mix in, the full pack. And just give it a mix. Give it a mix. Give it a mix, 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 mix. Mix, 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 mix. Mix, mix. See how much easier that is with the gloves because it keep your hands clean and stuff. Then I'm going to grab the pan sheet tray. Move everything over here. And there's the boom boom. A little more of a mix. And then we're just gonna make balls, medium-sized balls. Just roll it, roll it, roll it. Boom. So right here. Then we just line them all up. I usually do, this is the, I forget what size this is called. This baking tray. Baking sheet. They call it baking pan, baking sheet, baking tray. I think it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Probably, I want to say 14 by 9. It looks like it could be something like that. Y'all know the bigger baking trays. And I don't think it's the biggest one. It's one bigger than this. So this is like the half sheet. So it's not the biggest one. Actually, I think it's one bigger than this. I'm pretty sure it is because my daughter has one that we use for her baking. When we was using for her baking assignments. So, anyhow. Just gonna go ahead and finish these up. It's already. So, boom, boom. Now they are in the oven. So now I'm just gonna grab the stuff for the potatoes and we're gonna get those going. Oh, well, let's actually set this to the timer to an hour and 15 minutes. That's usually a good time to start with. And if it needs to cook longer, we just let it go longer. But this just at least gives me my time to come and check it. So what we doing here? It's timer. Gotta push, 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 push till we get all the way to 115. And then start. So there's that. So now I have my potatoes here. These are Yukon potatoes. I have altogether 9. Got a couple bigger ones and smaller ones. So we're just gonna what you call them, peel with the peeler. I think I'm saying that right. And so I have my garbage right up under me. So as I peel it, it's gonna fall right down into the garbage. And so what I'm gonna do is just go ahead and get these all peeled up, and then I'll be back. Hey you guys, so I've already started chopping up the potatoes here. We got a few left, so I'm gonna just go ahead and chop these. Just doing the little dices. Like that, like that, like that, like that. Y'all can't see it. I'm on the wrong side. Let me move them over here so you can see what I'm doing over here. Got them almost all diced up. It's in like this little cubes. Don't have to be too small. However you like it, however you like it. Yeah. And then our meatballs are pretty much ready. I went on ahead and already turned the oven off because I didn't want them to get dried out. But I just left them in the oven. They didn't go to full 1 hour and 15 minutes. I think I was getting that long time mixed up with when I do meatloaf. Because actually, I initially, when I got everything together, I got the pan out for the meatloaf, sprayed it and everything. And then realized, you're not making meatloaf, you're making meatballs. So I think I had my mind in the mindset of meatballs when I set the oven 115 minutes, because I normally do it about 45 minutes to an hour. I start checking it at about 45 minutes just to kind of see where they are. So yeah, then we're just gonna go ahead, put the potatoes in here, that way, scoop them in like this. It'll be a little easier. Then what I'm gonna do is fill the pot with water, like right above the potatoes. So here we go. That's how we want it. Just the water is like right above the potatoes. And then we're going to sprinkle a little salt. And then this goes on the stove to boil. Then I'll show you the turkey meatballs, or turkey / beef meatballs. But first, let's get these going here. The potatoes going. We're just going to turn the oven, not the oven, but the eye on the stove to a little over medium. Then we're going to go ahead and grab the meatballs out the oven. Meatballs coming out of the oven. Watch out, watch out. Hot, hot, hot. So I did move them around some. And there are the meatballs. Nice and done, nice and browned, which is why I stopped them, because I didn't want them to get too dark and crispy and get dried out. And so then for our potatoes, once they boil and get nice and tender, I'm gonna keep about 1/4 cup of the water, pour a 1/4 cup of the water in a cup, a little cup, 1/4 cup, or just whatever, just a little of the water. Then you're gonna drain the rest of the water out of the pot with potatoes. Then you're just gonna get the potatoes and mix them up, mix them up, mix them up. Pour a little water in, just as much as you need to get it where you want it, at the texture, the softness, the thickness, as you want it. And you're gonna add salt, pepper if you want, and butter. And I'm also gonna be adding sour cream. But we're gonna come back to that in a minute. So you all, the potatoes are now boiling, so we're gonna go ahead and take them off the stove and pour some of the water in a little cup, as I stated before, and then pour the rest of the water off the potatoes in the sink. So here's the little water that I poured into the 1/4 of a cup of the water, just in case we need to add more water to the potatoes. And so the stove is off. I turned everything off. And so now what I'm gonna do, if you want, you could just leave them diced, because they're still diced. Or you can use a masher, a potato masher. I'll show you. So you can just get some butter. Get some butter. Mix some butter. A nice generous amount, depending on how much you like. I used about 3 tablespoonfuls. I know I only got 2 scoops, but one of them scoops was really big. And you could either just mix it like this. If you want to keep them cubed up, you can just do that, because the potatoes are tender. But if you want them mashed, you just go ahead and use a potato masher and just mash them down around, mix them, mash them to the consistency that you want them. But I'm going to keep them diced. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix the butter in really good. Then we're going to add a little salt. Add a little pepper. Just mix it up some more. Mix that in, mix that in. And it actually starts softening up and not completely mashing, but as you mix in some of the, because the potatoes are actually soft, so I'm gonna start kind of just mashing a little bit, but not fully mashed. So here we go. See how they kind of. And so next we're going to put some on the plate. And I'm gonna scoop up some sour cream over here. I have sour cream right here. Just get some scoops of. Just put a little sour cream. You can add some chives too if you like chives, if you have them, but I don't. Get a couple of meatballs. I only need a couple because I already ate a couple. Then I have greens. I decided to just finish up these greens. Excuse me, beautiful people. So I'm just going to put a little bit on my plate because I don't need too much. And so there we have it. So there we have the turkey meatballs, the potatoes with some sour cream, and greens. And yes, the greens are still good, but I think I'm going to finish them up no later than tomorrow. And after that, we'll be done with them. But they still pretty good. They not gone bad yet. But greens do tend to last a while. So FYI, if you like greens or if you want a vegetable that lasts a little longer that you can eat on for over a week or so, greens. Greens is your friend. And you know, I find that most green vegetables are that way. Especially like green beans, let me say that. Broccoli, kind of. Broccoli starts smelling strong. The strong broccoli smell. Doesn't mean it's going bad, but I wouldn't eat broccoli after more than maybe 5 days, personally. But leaves, like greens, you definitely can have them a little longer, definitely. And so, of course, make sure you store them in the refrigerator. So anyway, you all, there you have it. Turkey meatballs, potatoes with sour cream, and greens. Thank you all so much for cooking with me, spending this time. I hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, beautiful people, this is Lady Latricia, and I am checking out. Peace.